much welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And that lands. Begin at the 25. Here now, the first carry is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's taken defensively. We always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st down, Seahawks.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Hyde, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a
times an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
24-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point. And no good. Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
44 yards on the play.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Falcons 6.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First and goal at the
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
A gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down now, it's Carson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Falcons 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. And who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A throw complete to Dorsett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
39 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Hyde. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Falcons' 14-yard line.
2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a
4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They run for it with Carson. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient.
He coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Falcons 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
33 yards that time. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run it with Carson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf. And when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
9 yards.
2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 57 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is
and his kick is right through.
The score is Seahawks 31, Falcons 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
10-10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Next to score, Seahawks.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Again, they run with Gurley. And he loses the football a second time.
That's good.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Hurst. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, 59, ready? Get up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
On the play.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game, because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now here's Michael Dixon. Yeah, the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He gives to Gurley, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 22. Mike 54. 69.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. give him 14 on that one and a first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first and goal, Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
And goal at the 11-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a short return to the 6-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This time Wilson will throw. Airing it out for Olsen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
On the play. First down, Seahawks.
Hey, alert. Friday. 10. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Wilson on the keeper.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A game there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. This is DJ Reed returning. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Carson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
To Chris Carson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Myers' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Julio Jones, the lone receiver, left. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones, once again, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Down and less than a yard.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Again, Ryan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.